big day for Stephine Benson. She's 50 today. And the exciting thing is that it falls on her day of birth. So I'm told she's an Akuya. So Akuya is a Wednesday born in the Akan setting. So we get to talk about being 50, what it feels like. But you know she's a mother of 5 and she looks like this at 50. Oh, I'm not happy. But I'm happy you're 50. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be 50. But let me tell you my full name. Yeah, I think some of you know. Ekuya Ohenewa Esinim Akotokre Akwasahema Echepon. Yes.
I see.
To me Ekuya pa.
So
I'm so proud
when
of that
you're in
name.
school, were you writing those names in the register?
No, I just used to do Ekuya Henewa.
I see. So you changed the Japan to Benson.
No, my father's name is Benson. It's Benson Echepon. So Akos took Echepon and I took Benson, because we're both performers.
Okay, so you had the choice to choose either Japan or Benson.
Yes, because when I was singing, it's harder for, I was in the UK, it's harder for people to pronounce Ajipong, so I decided to use the Benson. So I took my 2 middle names, which was Stephanie and Benson.
Okay.
And Akos took African names.
Okay, so
Especially
I guess you understand who she's talking about. Akusia Japan. She's your younger or older sister?
Oh, my younger sister, she's not quite 50 yet. She's got 2 more years to go.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I've hit it before she has.
Oh, so that's big sister to Akusia Japan, who you all know, Stephanie Benson. Now, let's talk about being 50. What does it feel like being 50?
I have to say, it feels amazing. I'm so excited. I woke up this morning without any back pains. And then I thought, here we go. I'm 50. My face is still intact. My back is okay. My limbs are not too bad. I did a few exercises and I felt amazing.
Oh.
Yes, the kids brought me cakes, and actually altogether I have 150 cakes at home right now. Can you believe it? I filmed it. I have to give it to you.
150.
150 cakes.
Where did they come from? Apart from your kids, who else?
Different people, and it's just my house is full of cakes and flowers. It's just so beautiful. I'm so happy. I thought people hate me, but apparently they love me. So it's it's really good.
So what's it that you've said to yourself now that you're 50? Maybe you took time to reflect on life. Did you do any of such? People when they're age, like, okay, let's reflect on life. Let's see what I've learned, what I'm taking out, what I'm adding on, blah, blah, blah.
Have I learned anything? Maybe just to live harder, I suppose, because I live the way I want to live every day. Really, I make sure that I work really hard because I work hard. I'm not lady of leisure. I have 5 children as well. So, although they're grown up, it's still, you still have to be a mother. That never stops. And I love my career again. It's nice to come back and start working again after time of not being so well. And, going through the cancer and the surgery and whatnot. So, I've gone through it, so that's why I'm celebrating this one, because I didn't think I'll make it, and I made it to know you guys even more. So so here I am at 50, and nothing has changed. I'm just going to live harder. I'm going to love life more than I did, and I did before, I'm waiting to be a grandmother now. That'd be really cool.
Oh.
And I don't know. I just want to be excited every day.
You want to be excited every day. Now you keep saying you're waiting to be a grandma. On Saturday you say your first daughter is pregnant. She didn't
No,
want you
she's
to say.
not pregnant.
So how do you keep saying you're waiting to be a grandma?
Because I'm just giving hints.
That's
She hasn't even got she's got like a sort of a boyfriend. But, I'm just like,
Hearing you say sort of.
yeah, sort of. I don't know what he is, but he's there. I don't know. Don't ask me. She'll kill me. She's not here. Yeah. But yeah, I think she's not ready to settle down yet. She has a career ahead of her, so she's working really hard. So she's a singer as well.
Oh, okay.
The hardest thing in music industry is to have children and still go in it. It's the hardest thing. I found it really hard. But so she wants to make a career the best she possibly can before she has children. But number 2 is also 26. She's got, a boyfriend. All my kids are very career-minded, so they're not really thinking about
Maybe
babies.
taking after you.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm very career-minded.
But you started having children at what age?
I started having children at 21. Can you believe it? But my husband raped me, though.
No, that's not true.
I was asleep. Yeah, but, it was the right time for me at that time because, my career had already started and I thought I was ready, Yeah, and also pressure from mommy. So
But you're not giving your kids that pressure.
No.
You don't think that it's time for them to start having kids and then
Absolutely
later
not. I want them to have a nest egg, money for themselves. Nobody should have to look to a man to look after them. So my kids, I want them to have everything they possibly could have before they settle down. And when they settle down and the guy also does well, that's even better, because between the two of them, they live a comfortable life, and then they can bring children into the world and give them everything that they want. And I think that's very important, to be able to give your children everything. Don't just keep having children. It's very important too.
Was the same in your case, or is a resolve you had while growing up that you decided to get your own stuff before you get married, or while you were growing you thought that, okay, maybe I didn't have it that way, so let me just have my kids do it that way?
Oh, no. I had it that way because I was working already. So, I mean, I was sort of comfortable enough, maybe not as comfortable as I am now, but I was really comfortable. And so I still worked, and I still work, so work is always in my vocabulary, and I think my kids see me work really hard, so that's what they want too. I think that's important. I'm not saying I have everything, money's relative. There's always somebody with more money than you have, so the thing is, whatever makes me comfortable is what I'm saying. I'm sort of comfortable enough, and I still work hard for the extras that I want. So, yeah, and I live on an allowance, that. I do. I give myself an allowance every month. Although, sometimes I'm a bit naughty, but I give myself an allowance, and I think it's really important.
Why do you do that?
Just so I don't overspend. I have to do that because, I mean, I invest a lot. So it's really important to give yourself an allowance. I think when you have a music career, you should. Otherwise, the extras cost so much. The next thing you find that you have no nest egg, and that's what, some young people don't realize. And my daughter, I taught my daughter that, so she has an accountant that gives her an allowance.
I see.
It's very important.
People would look at you and say 55 children, body is not true. As people say, oh, you've undergone surgery, taking some excess fat away, blah blah blah. Tell us.
Listen, if I took excess fat, I'll put it in my ass. Have you seen how small my ass is? It's so tiny, it's not even worth mentioning. If I took any fat from anywhere, I'll put it right there. But no, I have never had surgery in my life. The only surgery I've had is when I had my mastectomy. But no, I'm pretty all real. It's all hard work and gym, because you can see the ones who worked out and who had plastic surgery, because they have a lot of cellulite on the skin, especially if you don't work out. Yeah, workout is everything for me. I find it's so important to get yourself in the gym, because the effects of that is a cellulite, it's a saggy skin, especially when you get to my age. When you're your age, it's like everything's taut and nice. But when you get to my age, you have to work out. Otherwise, it's like lumpy Stephanie. I don't want lumpy Stephanie. I want like muscle tone Stephanie.
No, but for someone who is in a can, the fufu thing you can't do without.
I can't eat fufu. I can't swallow it.
Why?
I don't know. It can't get past my throat. I've tried and I was sick. No, I can't eat. I've never been able to eat fufu or banku. Anything that's like sticky. No. And also, that's all carbohydrates. That's just pure carbs. That goes straight onto your ass or your stomach. Maybe that's why I'm jealous of your bottom. Maybe I should have been eating fufu. Dear God.
Was it that when you were growing up, you didn't have that, or you just, grew out of eating?
No. I've never eaten fufu ever in my life. My mother didn't like fufu either, and she's a real pure Ashanti. She was the queen mother, and she didn't eat fufu. I think it's like, I don't know. I don't like the way it's cooked. The pounding and the sweating on it and the spitting on the side. No. I don't do that.
You seem to be full. Not you seem, you're so full of life, and there are people who just do not understand you. So recently it was all over the place that Stephanie goes naked at the Ghana Music Owners. Why did Obo let her come naked? People, like, when you sit down to read stories about you, what do you do?
I don't read them. To be honest, I really don't care. But I don't read them. It doesn't bother me. I don't have time to sit and read what everybody says about you. It's like, that's a bit, takes time off your life, don't you think? It's wasted minutes sitting there thinking about what somebody else is saying about you. Nah, it doesn't bother me at all. And I wasn't naked, but if they want to say I was naked, then that's cool.
What about your kids? Do they read?
My kids love you. You should have seen the texts they sent me. Mom, you look so gorgeous. And I said, listen, do you know what Ghanaians are saying? And my daughter said, what are they saying? I said, they said I went naked and the dress is horrible. And they said, Mom, really? They said, don't even. And I said, great. Thumbs up for my kids. That's all I need. I didn't need all
Life
that.
goes on. And there are people who have also tried to, put you side by side your sister. Say, oh, Akosia Japan, she's now married to a pastor, she's doing gospel. How come her sister is doing otherwise? How are they able to associate? She's like, I don't know. You say you don't read, but we hear lots of things like that.
Akos and I are the closest. Akos and I are the craziest in our family. Akos and I are very similar. I mean, you guys might think, because I may be crazy in the that kind of dress sense and maybe attitude and whatnot. Akos is very much like that too. But, she's refined it to Ghana in the sense of what you guys want to hear from her. I am not that person. I'm the person who is as free as they can be. I don't say anything that somebody wants to hear. I don't cater for anybody's needs. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings either, but I need to be me, and nobody's going to stunt that. And just because Akos is married to a pastor does not make her dead. I mean, when we're together, we're like as crazy as hell, and everybody has something that, is not outwardly open to everybody. Mine is like all out there. So you either take it or leave it, really. You can either take me or leave me. If you don't want me around, don't have me around. If you want me around, I'll always be there.
There's not a time that she's come to you and say, hey, sister, you've done this, and people are calling me to complain. And
Oh, she did it once, and I'm saying, Bacho, you ding. I am a tone tidy amount, you ding. Oh, here we are, friends, send me amount. And the no say, also, oh, and we did. I'm so, no, I say, she knows me, I'm crazy. I've always played dress up since I was like 3 years old. I used to go and wear my mom's wig and wear high heels that I'd be prancing around with all kinds. This is who I am. I can't help it. I wish I could help it, but I can't.
now, you've been in this environment for a while now. Because you've lived outside the country, you know what it is like. There's a lot of freedom there than here. Now, looking at this place, is this somewhere you want to stay and work for long, or you're thinking, I could relocate, I'll be better off out there?
Oh, but I mean, my job, I don't make a living here. I have, businesses all over the world, so I'm always traveling. So this is not a place where I make my money. I just love being here, and also I have a school of performing arts where I sort of mentor and tutor kids. No, they're not kids, 18 to 26. So for me, that's the reason why I come here, because there's a whole bigger picture than whether people think that I want to be famous. It's not about that.
Yeah, I hear people say that.
That I want to be famous. Oh dear, okay. I mean, I haven't about being famous. You it's not, no. I mean, I like being here, yes, and I also think that maybe we can all make a difference with our music, and if I'm not making that difference, I'll still keep doing until one person listens. It only takes one person to listen to what you're doing. And I've seen that some of the things I'm doing, people are actually, emulating. And so I think I'm doing something right. They're taking some of the good bits and not the bad bits. I don't know what they call the bad bits. For me, it's positive. But I just want our artists to be free. I'm not saying to be like me, but to be free. That's the only way we're going to learn how to write songs better instead of some of the rubbish we hear.
When you say rubbish, what's that?
Oh, some of them are not so great. Also, the lyrics. Lyrically, it's not great. I mean, lyrics doesn't have to be serious. It could be playful, but still have some kind of a meaning in it. And we don't have so much of that. But we have amazingly talented people. Ooh, but yeah. I mean, Becca, I love Becca to death, really. She's amazing. We could have better. I know, hers is the 5th, isn't it?
No, just yesterday.
Was it yesterday? I missed it. She's going to kill me.
Just yesterday.
I can't believe I missed it. I'm sorry, Becca. I love you. Sorry. Yeah.
But what do you make of the guys? Do you think that we have men also who do fantastic songs, or you think that lots of them are doing chaffs?
No, but men don't really do songs, do they? A lot of our men rap. There's a big difference. Oh, that would be amazing. I love to hear that. Really, I want to hear people sing like, Marvin Gaye kind of, stop and sing your song and make you like swoon. That's what I want to see our men doing, but everywhere I go is rap and more rap.
Because the problem is that they say you're not buying, we are not buying, and so they need to find a way. Because if we have guys who have very sweet voice, but they think that Ghanaians won't buy those kind of songs.
Yeah, because they worry too much about what other people think. This is my point. You have to do what is you, not what other people want to hear. Just do what is you, and the people who love you will listen. This has been my point all this time.
How then do they make money?
They will make money. You see, it's about loving. First, you love your music, then you make money. You have to love what you do. That's you can't go into it because you want to make money. You have to go into music because you love music. And then the impact that you're going to have with your lyrics. Look at Bissa, some of the lyrics is beautiful. I want to hear more. Well, I want to hear more of that. Maybe others don't. I don't know.
Recently, we saw pictures of you and Samini. People said, "Oh, that's your new young boyfriend."
Hey, I should be so lucky. I should be so lucky. No, Samini is not my new boyfriend. No, but we did a music video together, and it's a bit very, it's like a film. So we sort of play acted a little bit, and it's a bit sultry and a bit sexy, but it's just like acting. Music and singing is just like acting. When you do music videos, they're all acting. So what I was doing was acting. What the hell? I enjoyed it too. It's so cool.
But you don't think that your husband will be bothered if he sees pictures?
No, my husband is downstairs. He's seen all of it. I showed him. He knows that, it doesn't bother him at all. I'm not going anywhere. I've been married 29 years. I've never cheated. You think I'm going to cheat? No. No. I've worked with some of the best people. I've worked with people that even wonder if I'm going to cheat, I'll cheat with Stevie. At least I can get some alimony or something. So, no. I mean, no. I loved it. I love acting.
It's something you want to do now that,
I will never be a good actress. I'm telling you, I think I'll be pretty crap. But if it comes to kissing and snogging somebody, I'll be very good at that. They should just use me as a standing.
Why do you think you'll be good at that?
Because I love touching. I love, hugging. And I loved hugging Samini. And he's such a gentleman. He was so scared, the poor guy.
Oh, that's someone's wife, I'm sure that's what he was thinking.
So I know. He could have been thinking that. I don't care. I was hugging him because he was hot.
Did you get the opportunity to kiss him? Did you kiss him in that?
Oh, we kissed, but it wasn't a tongue. It was acting. It was all part of the act. And yeah.
Was it a deep kiss? Or?
Oh, no, we didn't use tongues or anything. It was like, again, we was acting as lovers. So it was very, very intimate, but it was just sweet, He's such a sweet guy. He was so worried. I said, relax, it's fine. Let mommy take care of you.
So what projects? What project is this?
Oh, this is our new song coming out. Actually, we're going to hear it in a second. Give me one more. Give me one more. And he goes, run up, veggie.
Oh. Is the video out already? Is it ready?
The video's not out. It'll be out tomorrow, my party.
Okay. Yes, I was told that by Inshira. Okay, so now let's ask you, now you're 50.
Yeah.
Yes, we're asking 2 more questions and we are going.
Okay.
So what does stardom mean to you now that you're 50? You've worked with a lot of people. You're 50. You've seen too many things. And say, what does stardom mean to you?
You see, the thing is, stardom is just a name. It's not about stardom. It's about music. I love who I am. I love my music. I love being in front of people performing. I love letting people see who I am inside, as a performer, as a person, as a mother, and my playful side as well. I want them to see my playful side. And I think people are beginning to understand that I'm very playful. I mean, everything I do is always tongue-in-cheek. And some people don't quite get that because Ghanaians were so held back. So who I am now, it's not about stardom. It's just about, because I don't think I'm really that famous here. I think some people know me, but I just think it's important to have some impact on other people positively. Now, if they think what I'm doing is negative, I think that's a shame because they're not looking at the bigger picture. I am an artist. I'm not supposed, I'm not supposed to be your mother, your father, your sister. I'm an artist. I'm representing who I am. Whether you choose to like it or not, it's really, everybody will have an opinion. That I don't stunt. Have your opinion. It's okay. I'm not going to tell you you're stupid for having an opinion. No. Opinion says or to a penny. Of course, everybody can have an opinion. It's fine. But, just think about your opinions before you make them. It's very important that you see past what is, sometimes the cover is not always what you're going to read. So just, there's a bigger picture to me. And you guys haven't got it yet.
You need to get it. But at 50, if there's one thing you were asked to change about your people, this is where you belong, this is Ghana, you were asked to change one thing, you had the power to, what would that be?
I just want us as a people to be understanding, also to be more open-minded. Let's do a research. Let's not just copy the Americans. There's a whole bigger picture out there. So find yourself. I want people to find themselves, who they are inside, understand it, and then be yourself. Copying other people is not the way to go, because sometimes you copy badly. Just if you find who you are, then you can relate to somebody. And then when you relate, you take a little segment of who that person is, and then that becomes you. Because there's so many people that I idolized, and then you take little bits of who they are, and then you become yourself. Because you find yourself through other people. But you have to find yourself. Let's just stop being so inward in what we think that we know. We know nothing, really. We have to learn. That's what it's about.
Thank you very much, and once again, a happy birthday to you.
Thank you.